Hello and welcome back to the creations of Gildmoor. Rah, Rasputin. Not what I wanted to say. Rah. Last time.
That's crazy.
Lover of the Russian Queen. Last time, you guys were inside the Black Exchange, where you get to explore your options of what you could purchase in the city of Hailshire. Cecilia seeked out books, Aurora was looking for something to help with her psychic powers, Nev was hunting down potential machinery. You guys were exploring the catacombs of Sarnia. Layers and layers of underground in this city that has been destroyed and rebuilt countless times. There was some purchasings of books. There was some exploration of like the weirdos that happened to be in the Black Exchange with goods to exchange and trade. It was a lively place. But Nev in particular was looking for some chaos. She met with a kobold who was she was able to barter with and actually discuss Antinathine with this stranger. She showed the remaining vial to the kobold, and a gifted chemist, they agreed to break down the components of Antinathine if Nev stole 3 batteries for him from the operators in Sarnia and brought it back. Nev was very eager to complete the deal and said, I don't need 3 days, who needs 3 days? And hurried out, only to be caught by a strange investigator. The investigator revealed that they had been tracking her from some time and was arresting her on behalf of the Tome of Silver. But Nev was eager to complete the deal, so she used her dust of disappearance to turn invisible, lost the investigator in the crowd of the Lovers Festival, and was able to fly into the guard tower and successfully steal the batteries and an extra purse coin, or coin purse as well. Purse coin. I have purse! Sorry. She raced back to the Black Exchange, managed to crash into the group. Glorb, who had been following Nev and keeping watch the entire time, was able to meet back up. And angered, you all did though agree that it was okay for Nev to take the batteries back to the kobold, who said he'd need a few days to break down Antinathine. It's 3 days in the College of Data. If I said that was a mistake, it's 3 days to you had as like a fee. It only takes him 24 hours to break down Antinathine. But he does need 24 hours to do so. Knowing that you had some time to kill before Aurora could get her equipment, you guys had to meet with the Princess of Hailshire. And of course, you also needed to meet back up with Bridget and Jenny and get the equipment that you had bought Aurora. You all went back to the hotel and immediately jumped back into reprimanding Nev for her actions. Rhett arguing that Nev was being a bad sibling. All of you declaring that she had been reckless and irresponsible. And Viz, who was done with all that shit, fucked off and partied. So, let's jump back into this right away. As we jump back into this space, and with Viz storming out of the room, Viz, where are you going?
Viz is probably, he'd leave, he'd take a little breath, and just kind of go down to where he saw the crowd of people, and like the stage where he saw like Ginny earlier, just because like he remembers that area, and that's probably where most people are gonna be.
Okay. Cool. We'll get back to you in a second then. Everybody else, where are y'all going? What are y'all doing?
At some point in the evening, I would like to go find a bird and send a letter, but it's not urgent.
Okay. Okay. That was sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Holy shit. Yeah. I'd like to find a bird.
I'd like to find a flighted fellow.
Where the
The only
birds
thing
at?
that would have made that better would have been if you would have said, I'd like to find a burb.
A bird.
Show me the bird.
Now I'm reminded of something I need to do at some point. Thank you, Stella.
You're very
You guys
welcome.
gotta both find a bird?
I'll give you
Sorry,
guys.
excuse me,
Well-
burb.
Mine does tie into Glorb looking for a bird.
Ah.
You might need to find 2 birds. That's all I'll say, but we'll cross that bridge later.
We'll get to the context of what's going on right now, which is This is the absolute. So my dog jumped up on me. This is the absolute peak of the Lovers Festival. You guys can see lanterns in the sky outside as people celebrate and cheers. There's sparklers. You can see fireworks going off down farther in the hall, towards the palace. Oh my god, my dog is making so much noise.
Background. That's the party.
That's a party.
Yeah.
It's just lots of clowns.
Everyone going crazy with the squeaker toys.
Yeah. It's a clown party
Terrified
actually.
of that.
So yeah,
The
that's
circus
what's kind
mean.
of that's what's kind of going on. Circus, yeah. That's what's kind of going on. Like there is a lot. It is loud and noisy, and in the peak of festivity, the childlike wonder of the Lovers Festival has disappeared. It is a rave out there. So yeah. You guys are all in the
How
room.
long does the
How long does the Lovers Festival go on for?
Yeah.
Traditionally
Like,
until dawn.
is it the last night or okay?
Yeah.
I would say, like if we're talking about like in this very moment with everything going on, I think that Rhett would also be like, take a moment, like watch probably Viz leave, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna join him, and he's gonna like grab his jacket and like leave as well.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Refresh my memory. Which cause we technically have 2 rooms, right? Or are we just in one big?
You guys went into
Like
one
in the
of rooms.
moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So I couldn't remember if we had if our rooms were like connected or if it was.
Oh, are you talking about like that door between the 2 hotel rooms?
Yeah, I couldn't remember how it all.
We debunked that one. I think I remember that getting debunked.
Okay.
So it's just 2 different rooms, but we're all in one room right now, and that's where we were lecturing Nev.
Okay.
So we went back to the hotel room, basically, right?
Yeah.
You were being lectured in the hotel room. Yeah.
And I remember it's like you.
The peak of this moment is Viz has just stormed out. So tensions are still very high at the moment. Red has also just followed him. What are the rest of you doing? How are you reacting to
Nev
this moment?
is gonna-
Standing.
Nev is gonna plop down in the corner and start tinkering. And that's what she's gonna do for the rest of the evening.
Gotta make that camera.
Gotta make that taser camera out of rage.
I think Mirabelle's gonna kind of watch Viz and then Rhett storm out one after the other. Kind of glance over at Nev to see her just plop down after all of that and decide I'm just gonna take her with stuff. I think I need a drink. And then she's going to head. She's not gonna go out to join Viz and Rhett in partying. She's gonna. I'm assuming this place has like a tavern she can just go sit at and grab a drink or two, right?
Yeah, and it is lively right now.
Yeah, I think she'll just go head down to like the bar / tavern area and get herself a drink or two for right now.
Okay. No problem.
I think Aurora, seeing what Mirabelle does, goes, I think perhaps I shall do the same. And will follow Mirabelle.
Okay. Cecilia will leave and go to her room. Glorb, what are you doing?
Well, Nev seems occupied, so I guess I'm gonna go look for a bird.
Okay. Bit of a tough ask in the peak of the Lovers Festival. The birds are, first of all, it's midnight, and the animals are a little skittish with all the fireworks right now.
And they're probably sleeping.
No. Glorb's stubborn. Glorb's like, you get up right now.
Wake up, I need to send my letter.
Like, if I can't find one, I can't find one, but I only have
Very
so much
important
time.
love letter.
I'm assuming the bird on Nev's cloaca tunic doesn't count. I
I
almost
forgot I was
forgot.
wearing a terrible t-shirt.
Forgot about that.
I almost forgot too, but
Oh, Lord.
We'll say for the sake of
No,
simplicity,
no, I do need
if
a real
you
bird.
leave the city a little bit and you go down towards like the beach, and like not like the party beach where everybody is like getting drunk and lighting up lanterns, like there's a chill side of the beach. This is a lakefront city. It is a desert, but it is also the desert on the lake. So it has like a south point where you can kind of like get past. You see like, is there any bird in particular you're looking for?
I just need a bird that can carry a letter. I've done this twice before. I don't remember if we specified what type of bird.
Sure. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. 13.
13.
Oh,
The
yeah.
birds are a little skittish right now. With everything going on in the party, it doesn't seem like you'll be able to find a bird tonight who's willing to take your message.
Yeah.
Although you know that you might find a seagull on the beach in the morning.
Okay, I can wait till morning.
Cool. In that case, then we will jump back to Viz. I'm gonna switch up the vibe of the music a little bit because we are now going back to the peak of the festival. And let's be real, that is very different vibes than what room has just been left behind. But what are you doing?
I think Viz has stepped away for the moment.
Oh shit.
Physically and literally.
That's totally fine. We'll get back to Viz in a second. We'll say that Mirabelle and Aurora, the tavern that you're currently in is lively. You see that this is actually where most of what you would call the townies are. Not a lot of tourists here. They're kind of jumping back and forth, enjoying the bar, enjoying the company. The drinks, especially the ones that are Lovers Festival themed, so red, white, and pink, are half off. And it is a good party vibe night. And you are having a good time. Aurora and Mirabelle, can you both make a perception check for me?
Yuki?
okie dokie.
That is a 22.
I got a
22.
24.
24. Mirabelle, you're pacing. You get a bar, you kind of like walk around a little bit. And there's a kind of muttering around the bar that you're picking up on. It's just whispers from like people as they kind of like talk in passing. And there's words you keep picking up on. Fantastic performance, and really seemed into what she was talking about. And maybe I will take her up on checking that out. And you know what? I kind of trust her. Maybe the vibes are good. And there's just this general like muttering and whispering. And it's not until you hear a name, and that's what was her patron? I think it was Aphrodite, that you realize that
Oh, Lord.
Ginny might have done something tonight that is carrying across the ricochets of this tavern.
Oh, Lord.
I think once she kind of realizes they're talking about whatever Ginny's been up to, Mirabelle's just gonna like mumble. Of course.
And I don't hear this, right?
I'd
With
say
my
that
22?
after you're watching Mirabelle, and I'd say that when Mirabelle's interest is kind of peaked, you also start picking up on it too.
Okay. I don't say that Aurora's sticking close to Mirabelle.
I think Mirabelle's maybe aware Aurora's like right behind her, but for the moment she's not acknowledging it. She's kind of more. She just wanted to get out of that room, and now she's intrigued by all this talk of Ginny, and she's just like, of course she's done something. Oy vey.
Aurora's ears like twitch as she's now trying to listen in on whatever the hell Ginny's gotten herself up to now. If I were to quickly just scan the room, I probably don't see like Bridget nearby, do I?
No, you don't see Bridget, but you don't see Ginny either, and you gather that wherever they are, it's probably together.
Okay. Aurora's going to try to like pinpoint someone who's clearly talking about Ginny and walk up to them and go, pardon me, who might I ask that you're speaking about?
Oh, yeah, it's the Saint of Aphrodite. She's kind of coming to town. She's doing her thing. Lovers Festival and all that. Great honor to have a patron of the goddess of love here. Yeah, she's just kind of been doing her work tonight. And quite a show, if you're interested.
Aurora just, like, does a very slow blink. A show?
Yeah. Right now they're in the Starlit Plaza. They're, I guess, communing with the lanterns. It's really interesting. And this is a townie, but they're more of like a well-dressed townie. They don't seem to see it the way that some might have when you were in Westover, and people were almost in a worship-like state over what Ginny was doing.
Mm-hmm.
She sees it as a fascination. This is a tall, well-dressed dragonborn. Golden dragonborn with spectacles, nice robes.
And
this is
so,
a game. All right, thanks. I was hoping no one would catch that.
I was trying not to comment on that, but yeah, totally heard that. What was the what?
Oh my god.
Brain fart. What was the lantern thing that she mentioned? The communing with the lantern. Have I heard of that before?
No, you have no idea what that is.
Okay, Aurora's going to just kind of tilt her head. What is this communing with the lantern?
Oh, it's like a light show. She's using her divine arcane ability to manipulate the lanterns that are being set off into the sky.
I see. And you said this is happening in the Starlit Plaza.
Yeah, right outside the palace. I don't know if it's still going on. This was 30 minutes ago now.
Ah. Well, thank you. Aurora's gonna, like, kind of shoot a glance at Mirabelle, if Mirabelle's nearby.
I would say Mirabelle's probably gotten enough of her interest from just hearing all the muttering about her. She's, like, I think Aurora's more interested than she is in whatever Ginny's up to more than this. So Mirabelle's probably just found, if there's an empty seat, she's probably just found it, ordered a drink, and is probably just focused on that and something else if Aurora does approach her.
I think Aurora, after talking to the Dragonborn, she'll go to the bar and she'll probably get, like, whatever drink she can. Request that it not be too sweet, but she'll get something Lovers Festival themed. And if there's, like, a window, she'll try to stand by it. Like, doesn't matter what the window's looking out on, she just kind of wants to, like, be somewhere where she can survey the room.
Okay, totally fair.
And try to almost, like, disappear into the wall.
Alright, fair enough. So you two take your positions at the bar. You continue to enjoy the night. The drinks are good, if not a little on the festive side. And for the time being, we will cut back to Viz. And Viz, you were going back to where Ginny was, right?
Yeah, because it's a big stage.
Yeah, so that was the Starlit Plaza. You weren't around to hear the rumors, but it's likely that Jenny hasn't moved from her spot. It's that large open space that you know it would typically be used for something like world celebrations or announcements. Right now it's decorated in pink and white and like beautiful red ribbons, and there's lanterns as you're moving through the crowd, not running. As you're moving through the crowd, you see lanterns being lit up, you see couples kissing, you see just like a beautiful display of like love and affection at this hour. But you also see a lot of people getting a little fucking rowdy at this hour of the night. And you are moving through. Rhett, you are able to catch up to Viz relatively quickly.
I think.
Ah!
That's crazy. I think that he's more so tailing Viz at first. But if he ends up catching up, like, are we like in front of the stage basically once we get there and I catch up to him? Hello. Did anything?
No,
Was that
I
a
hear
me
you.
question? Sorry.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
that a
that
me
was a
question?
question.
I
Yeah,
thought you were
sorry.
talking to Viz. That's my bad. What was your question?
My question was, like, by the time I catch up to Viz, am I like next to him in front of the stage, kind of thing?
Oh no, you walk out the room like almost right after him. So immediately in the streets as
Oh,
you're
like,
taking
this
in
is
that
like-
scene of like lanterns and like couples kissing and people starting to get rowdy as he moves towards the Sunlit Plaza, you're able to catch up with him here.
Okay. Then if they're just walking and like not saying anything, Rhett doesn't make himself known, and then he'll be like, so hello. Waves.
Didn't want to be in there either, did you?
Absolutely not. That was absolutely atrocious, and I needed to leave immediately. How are you doing?
Doesn't matter, you know?
You know what? I can agree to that. You just want to have fun for the rest of this night, at least? Because I'll join you.
Why not, you know? Like I said, it beats staying in there for the rest of the night.
You sure you don't want to talk about anything? He'll like put a hand like on the back of, like on his back. Nothing like holding him or anything, just kind of like, you know, placing his hand there.
Forgot Viz is technically shirtless other than a vest, so I need to describe something. Now that Rhett's closer and has seen Viz with like his bare arms, he can see more of the scarring that's kind of going on them, and he sees more of his robotic hand, where like you can see it kind of goes down to like the middle of his forearm with like the metal bits that hold it in place. But he also can see like there's just other like scarring, like almost faint, but like still there's a bunch of scar tissue left over, like all over his arms. But rather than it being like random as if like an explosion happened, like, and like he just got hit with shrapnel, they look like very particular and like have a purpose. There's also at certain points on his arm in like random areas, like at like near the joint of his elbow, or in like a couple like running along his I'm blanking on the body part that goes from shoulder to forearm, whatever
Yeah,
that is.
Like the upper arm.
Yeah, the upper arm. Like there's some like equal spacing on both of his arms. There's equal spacing, like little dots that have healed over that go down them, and like they're only on the side that's facing Rhett, depending on what side he's on, and then on the front of his bicep. Yeah, I right now. I don't want to think about it right now.
That's fine.
Wanna see what the night brings. Wanna see what this is all about.
I'm
He
absolutely
gestures to
down
the
for this.
lanterns. I don't know if the other lovers festivals have had the lanterns.
You asking me or are you asking like
Oh,
out of character? You asking
Are you
Rhett
asking-
or are you asking out of character? Oh, he's gone. He's dead.
we were doing so good. We were doing so good
We're
there.
just doing
And
so good. Were you asking Rhett or are you asking?
I was asking
God.
Shax.
Okay, God says, there are
God?
lanterns. God? The lanterns are a very traditional part of the Lovers Festival. They've been a tradition going back, like, hundreds of years. They're to celebrate the moon. They're to try and light the path for the moons to reconnect once again.
Okay, I'll change what this is. See what this year is all about.
I am absolutely down, and I'm willing to join you.
If you
have-
want.
I love that they just say if you'd have me or if you want at the same exact time. And then they're like, yeah?
Well, and Viz will just kind of like look around. Where's the biggest congregation of people?
Right now, you can see, in general, right now you're in the streets. So if you wanted to go to some kind of town square, the nearest one would be the Starlit Plaza, or you could head farther down into the Dust Market and see what's in there or what they're doing at this time of night. It's kind of up to you. The Starlit Plaza is more of like a pavilion where people can gather, and the market is more of where you would find like street food and things of that variety.
Want to go to the plaza?
Lead the way.
And then Viz will start walking with his hands in his pockets.
All right. As you head into the plaza, it's a massive open space just outside the castle grounds. You see that there are, at this point in the night, there are no children. It has been completely converted. You can see bar carts where
God.
taverns are selling
God.
ale. You can buy like mixed drinks and cocktails here. You can buy what looks to be something that you can like smoke. It's like a long pipe that kind of curls up. That is available for purchase, and it seems to be blowing like pink, white, and red smoke out of it. You can see people throwing sparklers, people kind of like roughing with one another. There's couples kissing in corners, sometimes getting a little too handsy. But you can also see a wide variety of musicians up on the like what looks to be a podium, who are playing a lively tune, perfect for this time of the night. And even more importantly, you can see lanterns slowly getting released into the sky, a mix of red, whites, and pinks. But as you take a closer look, you can see one very, very familiar person kind of like moving back and forth. She's not saying anything, but she is in that long white chiton that you've seen her in before. And with every lantern that she touches, you see it begins to flash different colors. Reds, whites, and pinks, and kind of release a smoke trail as it flows up with it. As people ooh and ah, and there's like some of them look like they have sparklers inside them, and some of them look like they've been ignited with like other kinds of like powders or chalks that kind of explode as the lantern pulls up into the sky around it. This is Ginny, and she seems to be putting on some kind of show. But definitely not the main attraction in this plaza. There are hundreds and hundreds of people here, and the dancing is getting livelier with every second.
Huh.
Rhett's gonna look. He's looking over to the smoking like thing that you mentioned, and then he's gonna look at Viz. Do you still have that? What was it? It was one of your instruments.
I don't know how my pocket trumpet would help, but I don't have that with me right now.
Is it the pocket trumpet or is it the? What was it? A kazoo?
Oh, hold on, and then he'll like start digging through his pockets. And then
Just things start falling out of his pocket.
he's like, "Oh man, oh man." He'll pull out his kazoo. He's like, "Yeah, I still have this puppy."
This puppy. Rhett looks at it and then looks back at the smokes and then looks back at him and looks back at the smokes. Do you think that they would sell something to put in that? That might be fun.
I think it would be fun. Maybe. I have only tried things about this size, and he holds up his hand to be like the size of like roughly the size of a Jolly Rancher, and he's like, I've only fit stuff like this big into it, and it's done. So if they have something bigger than that, I don't know, and if it's something smaller, it's just gonna fall out. But why not? Let's go over there. Zeus got nothing better to do, and then Viz will head over there.
He'll follow. We go to the little like area with the. I'm gonna call it the vape station.
Give me weed.
The vape
I'm gonna
station.
call it the vape station. Yeah.
You see a skinny half orc, probably about like 5'9". He's got like his hair kind of shaved on the sides and pulled off into like a bun that kind of sits at the top, and like these long billowy like robes with an open vest. He goes, "Hey, my friends, may the love and light be with you. What can I get you this evening?"
What are you selling?
We are selling the classic Sarnia hash, or you can buy the variety of Tokamako, which is a specialized version. It doesn't have quite the kick to it, but it does have the abroad factor.
Abroad?
I don't know what any of that meant.
I didn't understand a word of that.
You lost me at Toke.
Tokamako.
Are you saying Tokamako?
Tug on my coat?
Tokamako.
Tokamako.
He pulls out a small, like, what looks to be like ground flower of some kind and goes, "Tokamako. Dude, this is the best stuff you could smoke for the next 400 miles from here. Grown with real desert flowers."
I was gonna be like, holy shit. Oh, how much is each of it?
You can get a small casing of the flower for 2 gold pieces, or you can get the extra large pack for 7 gold pieces.
Well, is there? I know this might sound weird, but is there like a taste testing thing? Because like, what if I buy the pack and I don't like it?
Yeah, dude. And he pulls out a small pipe, puts some of the flour in, lights it with his finger. Not even with, he like lights it and suddenly there's a flame on the end of his finger. He inhales, puffs out, goes, "First hit
Pulls it in my
free,
face.
my guy." Yeah, pulls it in your face.
Oh, this is the worst night ever.
And he turns and he passes you the pipe. "First hit's free, my guy."
Viz will look at Red like, you want it first, or you want me to do it first, or do you not want to do it?
I just want to see your reaction to it first.
Oh, okay. And then Viz will take a hit.
Take a hit. You inhale, and it's
Roll
a very,
Constitution save.
it's a very citrusy smoke. Like it's got like an herby smell and like almost like a peppery smell, and there's like the barest hint of some of the desert spices that you've seen in Sarnia, but then there's this deep citrusy like bass note as you pull. It's very pleasant. When you exhale, you can feel that kind of citrusy smell kind of leave your mouth. You feel like you don't smell horrible. It is a pretty strong hit, and you're immediately feeling a little buzzed.
Whoa! That's crazy. Yeah, I'll buy that big pack. Give me it.
No problem, my guy. Do you need a pipe as well, or you got it, little man?
I got this. Will it work in this?
Holds out kazoo.
Are you pulling out the kazoo?
Yeah.
Is your kazoo made of metal or plastic?
I think it's like a weird, gross hybrid of both. Where
If Nev made it, there is some metal in there.
like the the mouth pit is plastic, but like the middle section where most of it goes on is metal, and then the end bit is plastic. So at that point, you don't know why the end bit is plastic. And then whatever makes a kazoo is whatever makes the noise is plastic, or I don't know. You can switch out. It looks weird, like a weird kazoo.
I don't know why, but the visual of plastic existing in Gildmoor is weird to me.
Yeah, I said that.
Like that.
No,
I
no,
had to
you're
Google it.
right. You're right. Isn't plastic like a petroleum product?
Like, you
No.
tell me there's plastic water bottles? We don't need whole flasks?
Yeah, I was gonna say
This is like an alternate dimension.
we're gonna say that your kazoo is made out of glass.
Hell yeah!
Because plastic doesn't exist. I had to Google it real fast. It's been a minute. He goes, "Ha, rock on, dude," and hands you the little
Rock
cartridge.
on, dude.
Been a minute since what? I'm not judging you for not knowing, but I'm baffled by that phrase.
Since I've been
I want
locked
you to
into my
know-
sorta steampunk, sorta fantasy world.
I want you to know, for the notes from my kazoo, all I wrote is I smoke weed and play some sick jams.
All right, love it. That's crazy. Oh my god. Anyway, you are you pass over the gold and you are given the pot of Kokomoko.
Rhett. This is pretty Rhett. You want to try this before we go?
I'm not sure anymore. You just keep saying my name.
Rhett.
I
Rat.
don't know about this stuff. Oh. He'll take it and try some. Does the same thing happen to me, or is it different for him?
It's the same. It's the same for you. That all of those weird deserty flavors, and then an immediate kind of head rush.
Viz.
Rhett.
Viz.
Rhett.
Let's get the party started.
Let's go see what Ginny's up to. See if she wants to get in on this.
We
Get
just
the
fucking start handing weed out to
Fine.
people.
No, we're gonna refer him to this guy, right? What's your
Yeah.
name?
My name's Ross.
The beginning of that got me real scared, checks. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were gonna find another Jeff.
It's Ross.
Jeff.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Did you just eat a chip?
Bro, where'd you get that?
Where'd you
Mine
get that?
snacks
I
under
want
my
some of
butt.
that, actually.
I'm eating snacks under my boot.
You're crazy, man. You know what? Here's gold. Here's one more gold.
Oh, thanks,
I give
dude.
him another gold for real.
Don't tell my boss that I smoked before I started my shift, okay?
Don't worry, man. We're like blood brothers now. All right, I'll see you
me,
around,
Coco
Roz.
Loco. Bye,
Red's
dude.
laughing so much at this.
All right.
What are we doing? Oh, we gotta find Jenny. That's right.
We go to Ginny with the kazoo or the vape kazoo. I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
All right. You guys with a lit kazoo move through the crowd. Around Ginny, you can see as you get closer, she's back in her she's back in that chitin, that long white chitin. Her hair still cut short, but kind of like wavy and kind of frizzy from all of like the moving around in the heat. She is grinning from ear to ear. Can both of you make a perception check for me?
Oh. 18.
18,
It's been so long. 17.
17. Oh, are you both high? You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, after one hit, yeah, I guess.
I guess we're completely stoned after just one
Not
single
completely
hit.
stoned, but you are gonna roll this with advantage.
Advantage?
Yes.
That's crazy.
22.
22,
I'm gonna keep a 17.
17.
We're
Viz,
gonna. We're gonna get paranoid at one point during this, and we're gonna freak the fuck out.
I can't
Alright.
wait.
Visit. It could be the weed. You're not sure.
Immediately scared.
But as you're getting closer and you see Ginny grinning, she's excited, she's lighting lanterns, you see these beautiful arrays of like color and smoke and sparkle and all of these additional things she's adding to these beautiful lanterns for the Lovers Festival. You get closer and you squint at her. Could be the darkness, could be the lantern light. There's like a faint, radiant shimmer around her whole body. Just on the outlines. Like a faint gold-white shimmer.
Brett, do you see that?
I mean, yeah.
What's that
Is
all
that just-
about?
I was just assuming it was her magic, but now that I'm thinking about it, now that you're questioning it, I'm not sure.
It's my job to question things, Brett. That's what I get paid to do. And you know
You
what?
do a great job
It's
at
not a
it.
que-
Mhm.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. But I'm starting to question some stuff, man.
What do you mean question stuff?
What they fucking put in this? Holy shit!
Are you okay?
Sorry. I'm questioning things.
Uh-huh.
Is like Ginny busy?
As you two are talking, she actually turns and sees you guys and goes, "Oh!" Well, her accent.
I was gonna
What
say
did
that sounded like
what
the
was
fish
that?
from SpongeBob a little bit.
What was that? I'm scared immediately.
Whoa.
You.
I was doing high salesman and feminine voice at the same time, and it was not. The streets were not crossing. Holy fuck! Hey y'all, how you been?
Oh, God, I
Beautiful
forgot
night
that's what
for
she
the
sounds
Lovers
like.
Festival, huh?
It's a night and not great. What is this?
The lanterns? Oh, I'm infusing them with a little bit of divine magic, getting people going a little bit. Trying to pull more people to Aphrodite. As I do.
Ah, okay. What's up with the glow?
The glow?
Yeah, you're absolutely glowing, sis. But other than that, you're glowing.
Glowing? She like pulls her hands down. She goes, "Oh, acts of worship. When I do stuff like this, Aphrodite blesses me. She gives me radiance, beauty, ethereal power. It helps me sway people, but it also helps me show them the meaning of her love and acceptance."
That's a
Watch.
weird thing to do after someone sees it, but okay.
No, check it out. I'll show you. May I? She goes to her. She goes, "For this next one, may I have a volunteer from the audience? Anybody who's willing to embrace Aphrodite on this beautiful Lovers Festival Eve." She points at Rhett. "You, young man, why don't you get up here?"
What? I was already here. What?
Fantastic. Don't be shy. Come right on up. And she like reaches down and holds
I
out.
kind of want to know what this was, but all right, you just drag him.
Pulls you up onto the stage. You are now easily in front of an enraptured crowd of bare minimum 500 people.
I think you're gonna say
Oh,
5
Jesus.
people.
I thought 5 people. I was like, God damn. Rhett's like, oh, okay.
And what's your name, young man?
Rhett?
Rhett. And what's your favorite color, Rhett?
Gold.
Gold. Perfect choice. Love the aesthetics, Rhett. Alright, now check this out, Rhett. What is your favorite memory? Can be anything. A first kiss. Could be the moment you got that big job. Anything that invokes a strong feeling of love.
Rhett's like, looks at her, looks at the people, looks at her. Oh, you want me to say it out loud?
No, I just want you to think of it. Of course I want you to say it out loud. Just a little bit. You don't gotta give too many details. First kiss, first hug, first moment you felt appreciated. I'll know what it is. Just give the crowd a little bit of inspo to go off of.
Rhett will like kind of like look over to the crowd and he'll like shrug, like, all right, let's go first guess.
All right. Ginny reaches out and touches the side of your face, Rhett. You feel a warmth kind of flow from your cheek into her hand. And as you look down at this glow, you see what Viz is talking about. There's a gold shimmer around her whole body, and as you get a closer look, make a perception check for me.
At advantage?
Yes, at advantage.
18 now.
18. You see that the gold shimmer doesn't just go around her outline. You see it on her cheeks, in between the folds of her creases and her smile and her eyes, and down the sides of her neck and just around the jawline. Her whole body is flooded with this beautiful golden light. It's iridescent. It makes her skin sort of shimmer. And as she touches your face, she pulls. For a second, you feel a surge of happiness. She goes, got it. Rhett, what was your first kiss?
Oh god, you're going to describe it? Oh no.
You don't need to
Okay.
describe it. Just what was it?
Like, what do you mean, like where it was and stuff like that?
Yeah, where it was, how old
real?
you were, the feelings, the vibes it evoked.
Okay. Rhett was, I would say, Rhett was like 15.
All right.
Very nervous. Very nervous. Which is very unusual for him. In the sense of what he is now, but very nervous. At a fountain.
All right. As you describe this, as you think this, and you recall this memory, Jenny pulls her hand back, and she touches two of the lanterns on her left and her right, and pulls them together and kind of pushes them up at the same time. There's a fountain-like spurt of gold light and energy cascading through the air as the lanterns kind of come together and move up at the same time. From the bottoms of them, you see a dust of sparkles, and you see a shimmering outline of two people. One with horns that kind of curl as they are standing hand in hand, the other a slightly shorter figure, though not significantly so. And you see them kind of look back and forth and then kind of like duck under the burst of the fountain. And you see one of them kind of put their hand on with the horns behind their head as they kind of rub their neck nervously. And then there is a eruption of pink sparkles that kind of race across the fountain picture. And if just for a moment the picture evaporates in a burst of light, and the gold kind of like rains down on top of Ginny and slides back up through her body as she grabs another set of lanterns and throws them up into the air into an eruption of pink. A beautiful light show. And a slightly personal one too, but you can tell that because Ginny knew you, she made an active effort to avoid spilling too many secrets there. Though you get the sense just by when you look back at her and the little knowing smile on her face, she saw every moment of that somehow.
Crazy. I will say, I think that during that, Rhett was like kind of like, wait, what's happening? What's happening? This is a little weird. But then when he saw it like go up and like the like visuals of it, it actually made him smile. And he like, I was like, oh.
You see the crowd oohing and awing at the beautiful visual as Ginny turns back to the crowd and goes, and let's give a hand for our wonderful volunteer. And there's like an eruption of applause as Ginny kind of like takes a little faux bow and encourages you to do the same.
That's crazy. Golf clap.
Golf clap.
Rhett will like look over to Viz. Do you want to try it?
I think when Rhett says that, Viz just kind of like looks absentmindedly and he looks around him and he goes, "Oh, me?"
Same thing that Rhett did at first.
Not particularly, no.
Aw, I think it might be fun.
I mean, what were the is this like dead silent? The crowd's just looking at me now, or is this just
No,
Rhett
no,
buying
no.
me
The
No,
crowd,
like,
the crowd
I
is
would
oohing and
imagine-
awing.
Yeah, he would be like,
Ginny's continued the light show. She kind of helps Rhett step down and goes, "Thanks for that," and goes, "I'm gonna keep at this for a little longer, but let me know if you want to come up again." And kind of keeps moving through and is doing more light shows.
but yeah, I think it might be fun. It was nice.
I mean,
You can't stay grumpy around the festival the entire time if you want to enjoy it.
well, I'm not enjoying it. It's just better than
We
being
have
in the
to
room,
change
though.
that.
I'm
Well, we have to
enjoying whatever
change-
this is, whatever Tutankhamun or whatever you gave me.
Just a little.
I mean, I guess.
Rhett does like the Rhett's eye. Rhett's eyes like actually do puppy eyes.
Okay, I'll go up there.
There you go. You like gently like guide him up.
Whoa, hey man, whoa, I didn't expect this.
What do you mean? He just
I didn't expect him to.
What?
I didn't expect him to guide him up there.
No, not like just like kind of like go like put like same thing like hand on like his back, but like kind of like gently push him up there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I
not
thought it was
walking
more
with
like
them.
a, come on, man, and then shoving him is like,
I didn't say shove.
A little like a group of teenagers going through a house of horrors. No, dude, I'm not scared.
come on, man. Dude, I know he's gonna jump out of there, but come on, dude, you gotta be the first one. You're gonna punch him in the face.
As you kind of get pushed up, Ginny goes, "Oh, perfect. We are right on time for the second part of the show, and I have another volunteer right here."
Second part.
She kind of like pulls you up and goes, "All right, what's your name, sir?"
Zed.
Ginny kind of tilts her head and goes, "Viz, what a nice
Well,
name
with the-
that is.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna remember to call you Zed. So Viz,
That's fair.
would you like?"
I think Viz will, like when she calls him by his real name, I think it was like, he'll gesture to the crowd, being like, she saw right through me. Playing it up, helping her play up this
Yeah,
performance.
good job. That's
Yeah,
good. Okay, Viz.
Rhett starts to sweat because he's like, fuck. Didn't think that, I thought they would go along with the fake name bit.
Oh, I forgot
Looking
that
at the
Viz. I
500
forgot Viz doesn't look like Viz. Fuck.
Well, he looks like Viz, but he's wearing a mask where you can't see his face.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those
Yeah. Okay, Viz. So, how would you like to hear your fortune?
What were the options again?
Yes and no.
Oh, like this is a different. Oh, sorry. I thought this was like the previous thing. Still, that's Evan messing up. Yeah, I would like to hear my fortune. What do you mean? How?
How would you like to hear your fortune?
Thanks to the power of
Oh.
Aphrodite, can, in fact, find out who your next suitor will end up being.
The whole crowd goes, ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Ah.
Did I cut out there? Did I cut out there?
Yeah.
You completely cut
Yeah,
out.
I
You
said.
didn't say it.
I said, wow, that's completely different than the last thing.
Yeah. It's a little different. The last one was a lat show. This one is a lat show with a fortune telling aspect. So what do you think, young man? Would you like to participate?
Rhett is joining in the oohs and ahs, by the way.
Sure, I'll participate.
All right. So here's how this is going to work for everybody watching in the crowd. Viz gets to ask 5 questions about their future suitor. I, with the power of Aphrodite, will be able to answer those 5 yes or no questions. If you see a shower of gold appear from the lanterns, it's an overwhelming yes. If the lanterns turn red, that is a no. What do you say?
Okay,
Viz?
I think I understand the rules.
Fantastic. I am going to get in touch with the power of Aphrodite. She kind of rubs her hands together, picks up 2 lanterns in her hands. You feel them flash first
Goes to
gold
call her
and then
at the
red.
lamp.
As she throws the lanterns up into the air, she turns to you, Viz, and puts a hand on your shoulder. As she does, you feel an overwhelming rush of love and affection. Do you picture anybody when the feeling of love rushes through your body? And you can say no. It could be a yes or no.
Thinking in the moment, yeah, I guess.
All right. In that case, then, I will take 5 questions from the crowd.
From the crowd.
Crowd. It's interactive, Viz. It's interactive.
Dog, I did not know what I was getting into.
It's okay. It's okay.
I was gonna
Just
ask if
go.
you wanted to hit on this.
And one of those final questions will belong to Viz himself. 6 questions total. The rest of you are all gonna play crowdspeople for a moment.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh boy.
Oh hell yeah!
I need everybody to
Shit.
ask.
I can't
What'd you
believe
get me
Julian is
into,
not here for
Wild?
this.
I need everybody
Listen,
to
Rat
ask
just
a
wanted him
yes
to have
or no question. Keep them general. Remember that you don't know Viz. Keep them general, but you can ask questions like, "Do they have brown hair?" And then that's a yes or no question. So we'll start at the top of the line.
Yeah,
Why don't we start
Meg.
with Stella? Why don't you ask a question, Stella?
Can I choose chaos?
You can't. Remember, these questions are from the crowd.
Is it someone he knows?
Great question. Ginny goes, fantastic question. Is it someone he knows? Aphrodite, what is the answer? You look up and you see the lanterns flash gold. A resounding yes. Ooh, very dramatic. Fantastic. Super interesting. I will take another question from the crowd. Why don't you go next, Chaotic?
How about... Does he have, or does this person he's interested in have any non-human features?
Keep in mind, the question is for future, like, individuals. It's not implying that, he knows the answer. In general, it's kind of like a ask a fortune teller question. It's not like we're not trying to guess something that he's thinking.
Yeah.
So maybe just word it slightly differently.
Gotcha. That case, I guess in that case, I mean, there would be races that would like just have a tail at least. So do they have a tail?
Do they have a tail?
Would that work?
Yes. What's their financial situation like? It's crazy. Do they make 6 figures? It's
I want to
so
know,
funny.
are we like okay for retirement?
Do they have a Roth
Have they
IRA?
invested in their 401k? Have
I
they
have a
invested in their
question.
401k?
I have a question ready. If
That's so. Also, are they French? Is really funny as well. Do they have a tail? Both of the lanterns flash neither red nor gold. They flash white.
What? This immediately looks at and it's like, what does white mean?
Ginny goes, hold on one second. My lady, what does white mean? We have an indeterminate answer.
I thought she was gonna look at me like, she doesn't know. She asked me what it meant.
Dude, she doesn't know. She's just making shit up as she goes along. What do you mean?
She's fucking just pressing buttons up there, man.
I don't know. She's like, I don't know. I don't have a tail. How would I know?
The answer is maybe. Maybe, folks. So, you know them, and they may or may not have a tail.
You hear from the crowd someone shout, "Are they hot?" Very
Are
drunkenly.
they hot? That's a very drunken howl. The answer is a gold resounding flash of yes. The crowd whoops and oohs. Well, that's pretty great, Viz. You can find someone quite attractive. Next question goes to Aurora. What would you like to ask?
It has to be a yes or no.
Yes.
And Viz was already and no, someone already asked, have they is this someone you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit. Everyone's asked all the good stuff. You're gonna hear someone shout from like way, way, way in the back. Have you met recently?
Have
No,
you
wait, no,
met
no.
recently?
No, wait. Can I take that back? Can I take that
Can I
back?
take that? The person says, "Hey, can I take this back? Can I take this
Wait,
back?"
I can word that better. What was the question?
I can word that better. Have you gone on a date with them?
Have you gone on a date with them? Jenny goes, have you gone on a date with them? Let's find out. Have you gone on a date? The lanterns flash red for no. They then teeter gold. Then they teeter no. Then they teeter yes. Then they teeter no. Even it seems confused for a second. Before it seems to make a no in response. It sounds like not officially, but you may have gotten close a couple times. I don't know if that's ringing any bells.
It feels like I'm getting it kind of is the vibe of the function.
Yeah, precisely.
That was some random guy. That was me trying to do a southern accent.
That's crazy.
Man in the crowd with my accent knows it. All right. Next question.
Weirdly has my voice.
He's got my voice and everything. It's crazy. My accent's from Tyrosa. Where are you from? Anyway, not important.
That's crazy.
Young man who volunteered before, why don't you ask a question?
Oh, Jesus.
Gulp.
I wasn't even thinking of one. Okay, give me. Gotta figure out questions. Someone you know. The tail question, which is really funny.
While you're thinking, young man, why don't we let Viz himself ask a question? What would you like to know about your love life, dear?
Now, I have two in the chamber, like I mentioned previously, but I can either be a real bummer, or I could be really funny.
Crazy.
Keeping in mind, you're in a crowd of 500 people, and it's whatever vibe you think is best for this function.
And it's the Lovers Festival. I'll
The question is, can I get off the stage?
The thing goes, no, 5 more questions.
We're actually gonna keep you longer now.
I'll do a funny. It's like, would they get along with my parents?
Your dead parents?
Hey, We have parents.
They're not dead. They're
They're not
just
dead.
unconventional.
Viz considers them his parents.
Okay.
Even though Shex, you don't.
Listen.
And
you know
by
how many
extension,
kids I gotta
they
keep
don't
track of?
either.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The lanterns flash gold.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
good.
Seems like the situation's going vibey. Young man, have you thought of your question yet? We'll end on you.
Oh God, don't. Make it a bummer.
Making a bummer is crazy.
How do I make it a bummer? You got an idea you want to spit out?
Will they make
you
me
say yours
feel
and then-
alive again? Like, what kind of bummer
It's-
question? Like,
I'm typing it now, but Ray has to say his question. Then I'll type it. I'll say it after. I won't type it.
I'm just trying to think of a question in general. Okay. I think I might have. Rhett, like, at first was kind of like stewing. Do they have horns? That's crazy. Was like thinking for a moment. Was gonna like go like more like chill, just like because he didn't realize that Viz would be getting a question like this. But then he thinks for a second, and he's like, "Are they feminine?"
are they feminine?
Have to address the
lanterns
fairy boy allegations.
Pause. The lanterns pause. And then they flash gold. And then they flash red. And then they flash gold. And then
I love the pause. I love the
My
pause
favorite
in
bit
between
is that
each time.
everybody's like, "What?" She's like, "Give me a minute. Give me a minute."
No, it's not even that. It's that she says an answer and then pauses for the longest time and then suddenly it's like, what? What just happened here?
there's a rumble of the lanterns before the lanterns explode. And then both
Everyone's dead.
the gold powder of the lanterns makes this emoji.
That's crazy. That should be the title of this episode.
It just ruins this performance.
What?
Okay,
Viz will look at Jenny. It's like, what? What does that mean?
I think that means your lover blew up.
Jenny goes,
how do I pin this so then I can animate this later?
Jenny goes, may I ask a question, young man?
Yeah.
May I ask a question? Can you get off the stage?
Get the fuck out of here.
You
Did you
broke my
shit
goddess.
in
Can you
order,
please
please?
go away?
Hey man, work on yourself, man. Get out of here.
Can you figure this out? Like, it's stressful. She goes, is it more than one person possibly? And the lanterns erupt gold. Oh, I see.
Oh.
You have a couple potential suitors going on right now, young man, don't you?
I get what I.
Give it
I
up
guess.
for Liz, the man with many suitors! And there's an eruption of applause from the crowd.
While they're clapping, Viz will like pull on like whatever dress is like part of the dress is dangling from Ginny to get her down so he can whisper in her ear.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what the fuck was that? What was that?
I don't fucking know. How many suitors do you got, boy? 'Cause
I don't
she's
know.
never
I don't
confused
know.
like that. How many people have crushes
Oh,
on you
well-
right now? How many people who have crushes on you would you be willing to date if they told you they had crushes on you?
I don't know.
You said you knew
Boy.
the suitor though.
Boy, I don't know what's
Well,
going
anyways.
on.
Anyways, thank you for helping me beat the fairy boy allegations, and then he'll leave.
She goes,
What?
no problem.
It made it worse. I think if anything, it made it worse.
No problem, fairy boy. Anything for you, my guy.
Oh my god.
The invisible walk over to Rhett.
Rhett was having a kick out of that, to be completely honest. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was crazy. All of it, I don't know how to feel about any of that. No one else had that. What does that mean?
It
Is
is.
it because I smoked this?
It is.
Do I need to
Ginny.
smoke more?
Oh God, I don't know about that, darling. Unless holds out kazoo.
It's my green goblin mask. But all right, well, that was interesting. That's when Jenny starts like bringing other people up. Viz will like kind of look at Red's like, you want to like, I don't know, get like a drink or something. Because I need to process that. I don't know what that was.
I know it was a lot to take in. I hope you're doing okay. He's very joking right now. He's getting a bit of a kick out of that. That was really funny to him.
I want you to know, Red, I had a different question I was gonna ask, but I thought it'd be a question.
Do you want to say it now?
Yeah, I mean, let's get out of this crowd a little bit, and then I'll say it.
He doesn't want to say it in front of people, even though everybody's like,
You know,
not
also
even.
mellow.
Yeah.
They're not paying attention, but in case they are paying attention, after they like, get out of the crowd a little bit, Viz was like, yeah, I mean, there's the parent question, but then there was the other question was like, did it end in tragedy? And I feel, would it end in tragedy? And I feel like if I would have asked that and it went like gold, I feel like even though it's like pretty and it's like, oh yeah, look, like it was a yes, but I think everyone would kind of go dead quiet and the moment would be ruined.
Or it takes a second to process that entire thing.
Yeah. Glad I didn't. Anyways, let's go get some drink.
Just fucking derails it completely. Well, he'll like walk with him. Well, Ganders, yeah, maybe definitely good that you probably didn't ask that. Besides, even if it's the one, then I guess the tragedy would be worth it if it happens.
I guess, yeah, but it seems like there's multiple people like after me. It's like
That's
that
the other thing.
it's
That's
like
the
that
other-
Wizard Boy book
What?
with that ginger guy. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm zooted out of my mind right now. Let's go get some.
Oh, okay. Follow him to go get drinks.
All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to do on the peak festivities of the Lovers Festival?
Stella comes out of the shadows. Bird.
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 Nah, Glor probably just goes home and goes to bed early.
Puts a pillow over her ears so she doesn't have to hear like the loud noises.
And I was making with the fucking camera. It like zaps people in their sleep.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Alright.
I spend most of the evening working on this taser camera. Can I have my taser camera now that I've been working on it for so long?
You go up to God with gimme hands.
Yeah.
I would say you almost have your taser camera. It just needs a few finishing touches because we need to talk about the differences between the old taser camera and this taser camera. So it's not fully ready yet.
Ooh. Okay. That sounds good, but I'm like very close.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Yeah, she'll spend most of the evening doing that, maybe take a few breaks to look at the fireworks.
And there are
Her
lots of
eyes just
fireworks to look
dilate
at.
like a cat's. Yeah. She's like working on it, but she would have probably finished it tonight, but then she kept getting distracted by the fireworks shows happening.
Honestly,
Just a creature.
probably.
Yeah!
Nev is just like shiny.
Her eyes just fully dilated.
Just like a cat, just like, ooh.
Nevertheless, though, as the festivals fade and dawn slowly rises, and all of you do end up at some point stumbling your way back to the tavern, heading into your rooms and going to sleep. The Lovers Festival has concluded, and we begin a new day in Sarnia. It is hot. The sun is beating down on the cobblestone, sandstone streets. I
Are
said
there drunk
cobblestone,
people just
sandstone.
all over the streets?
Oh yeah, there's hungover people walking everywhere. It's just pink streamers kind of like whipped about as people who have been hired to clean up the streets slowly begin their day of doing so. The festivities are over, and Sarnia is back to its hot, humid summer temperatures, with very little reprieve of festivity. Instead, you see people beginning their jobs again, beginning their life again, beginning the end of festivity and the continued busy day of work grind. What would you all like to do?
I mean, you're gonna laugh, but it's my full intention to get up early before the others and go find a bird.
Go find
Go
a
find
seagull.
a bird.
Go find a
Luckily,
bird.
when dawn arises and the festivities for the night have concluded, it is relatively easy to find a seagull down by the shore. You kinda,
Alright.
like, head up. Oh!
Perfect timing.
You
Perfect
missed.
timing.
You missed Viz getting outed, Allie.
Hold on 1 second, I just have to change my audio device.
You're gonna have to repeat that banger line in a minute, Viz. You look for a bird, and you are able to find a seagull. What would you like to do when you see the seagull on the beach, dabbing at leftover fries?
Cast Speak with Animals on myself. Make this easy.
You cast Speak with Animals. You see the seagull gulping down a french fry at miraculous rat-like speed. The seagull turns and looks at you and regards you.
Oh, also, can I retroactively have, like, grabbed some food from the tavern on my way out?
Yeah, sure.
Not, like, a lot, just, like, some bread or something.
Yeah, no problem.
So in addition to being able to speak with animals, Glorb also has a thing for being a Fearbulk that, like, she has advantage on charisma checks to influence them. So she's like used to chatting with animals. So anyway, she's just gonna go over. Hello. And kind of like hold out the bread. I have bread if you can help me with something.
Yeah, what's up, dog? You got some more bread for me?
Crazy.
Yes.
Can you give me the bread?
Have you ever...
Can
She'll,
I have
tear it in half and give it half.
Oh, is it mine? I'm taking it now. I'm gonna take
half.
it.
Yeah,
I like inhales the bread.
Shucks, can your next D&D character just be a seagull?
Have you ever carried a message before?
What's with the 20 questions? You got more bread?
If you bring a message to someone for me, I will give you more bread.
How far am I going? Like to the other side of the lake?
Okay, I can't remember last time. The last time I did this, I don't know where Kyphris is. I know I've sent letters before, but, like, how does that... Do I need to know where he is? Because I don't know at this point. Or was there a way around that? I genuinely can't remember.
I think you have a meeting point that you've established for things like letters. But it would be like, it's a tree on a hill. Or like you have a couple established meeting points where you can go and pin a letter.
Okay, then can I, like, describe the meeting point to the bird?
Sure, you go ahead and describe the meeting point. The bird goes, I can do that, but you gotta give me more bread.
She holds up the other half of the bread that she was saving. I have cheese in my pocket as well.
Cheese? Cheese and bread?
Yeah.
Can I have both?
If you bring the letter, then yes.
I'll bring the letter. You give me cheese and bread and something else. Crackers.
What else do you want?
I want crackers.
I can find crackers.
Can you get the one with the funny taste? The ones that make my mouth tingle?
I don't know. Are you allergic to crackers?
What's an allergy?
Right. I will try to find the tingly crackers.
Tingly crackers. So I'm getting cheese and bread and tingly crackers. Can I have the bread and the cheese now?
Yes, I will try to find tingly crackers. They may be normal crackers. And I will give it the bread and the cheese.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. If you give me the bread and the cheese, I'll give you. I'll take your letter. Can I have the
Okay.
bread and the cheese?
Do I still need? Yeah. Do I still need to go find crackers, or just agreeing for the bread and the cheese?
Oh, dude, you'll bring crackers when I come back. I'll find you and you can give me crackers.
Yes.
Okay. Can I have the bread and the cheese?
I'll give it the bread and the cheese, and also like in a separate hand so it doesn't get eaten. My my letter.
Thank you. Do you have more bread and more cheese? Any more bread and cheese? Or is that all the bread and cheese?
That is all that I have with me.
Okay, give me the letter.
Okay, I'll give it the letter.
Thank you. You tie the letter around its nose. And crackers when you get back?
Yeah.
When I get back, I'll find you. You'll give me crackers?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, big lady. And it like takes off into the sky.
Okay. Also, for the record, I can't remember whether or not I've said this out loud before. But just for the record, I am writing my letters to Kyphris and Druidic. Also,
Yes.
for this particular one, in addition to the standard, like, I'm basically just recapping to him everything that we've learned about Antinophene so far, like the standard Glorb, very dry recounting of what we've been doing. I am not mentioning anything about the crown or Old Shambler or basically any of the god stuff.
Okay.
And I'm also going to ask him where he is and what the rest of the group is doing, because it's been a while.
Yeah. Okay, totally fair. Okay, the bird takes off with the letter. As
Okay.
Glorb hands off a letter, the rest of you, what are you all doing? Sun is shining, the lover's day is over. And the world...
I mean, I gotta go to Salon Sun, so that's on my to-do list.
Alright.
Viz doesn't stay in the room a lot. Like, almost immediately after waking up groggy, he gets dressed, wearing a... Ooh, how is he going to disguise himself? I think he'll wear his normal outfit, but he'll have like that the mouth part mask I described last time that covers like from his nose down, so you can see his eyes. But after doing that, he like is barely in the room for the rest of the day. He like immediately kind of like goes to the lobby because he's gonna go to 2 places today.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just making notice of this. You know what? Everyone's got some stuff we're gonna do. So, for the moment, now that Cecilia has joined the chat, we're gonna take a quick break. Y'all can yap about what you want to do today, and we'll come back very shortly.
Hello.
Okay, welcome back. A bit of a break there as we all discussed in the war room, but you guys seem to have a game plan, so why don't you run me through what you want to do first?
Aurora, with the funds provided to her by her teammates, thank you, will her go to Sal and Sons to drop off said money and sign the contract or whatever for Sal and his team to get going.
Awesome. He's more than happy to do that, and the process of upgrading your glaive, so you'll have to trade your glaive, which I think you did trade it for a longsword in the meantime. You traded your glaive, and they will begin working on that upgrade and the upgrade of the longbow.
Sweet.
Awesome. What's next on the agenda?
Viz will go up to Cecilia if she's not in the middle of anything and be like, "Hey, you want to come with me? I'm gonna go check out the paper and go to a temple."
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Okay, thank you. And then he's like, "You mind if we get Rhett?"
Cecilia will look only slightly disappointed and say, "Yeah, we can."
See if Viz catches that.
Roll an
What would that be? Would that just be insight? Ooh, I'm good at that. I'm well, a 7. I got a nat 1.
Okay. You do not catch that. Can't
I got an
confirm.
8.
You just beat me.
I just beat you.
That's
But a-
crazy.
But a nat 1 always fails. Even
Is
if
a
the score beats it.
failure, yeah.
Well, that's funny. He's like, "All right, let's go," and then he'll over the door, not say anything to Nev in the morning. Then go over to the hotel room where everyone else is and knock on it.
I guess Rhett will emerge.
It didn't pick up my knocking.
Oh,
Hey, you want to come with me and Cecilia to the newspaper place and a temple?
I have a funny question. Can Rhett gauge the disappointment? Or is it just only a flash gone for Celia? Because it'd be really funny if Fizz is the only one who doesn't realize it.
I would say Cecilia is not emotionally mature enough to hide it that well.
So I'll roll insight.
Can Nev be listening to this conversation? She didn't stay up super late because she wasn't enjoying the festivities. Could she, be listening in on this conversation after she realized that Viz wants nothing to do with her, but she's suspicious?
She's has the door slightly cracked open in the hallway and she's looking through.
Rhett,
Yeah.
no, it would be even funnier if Rhett's at the door, but he's pushing her back. Because I think everyone. I can't remember.
Wow!
It was Nev, Cecilia, and Viz for the one
Oh,
room.
that's right. That's right. So you were already in the other. So you're already. I rolled a 11. I didn't roll high for insight. I don't know. I don't remember what you.
I rolled an 8.
Ah, okay. So Rat just awkwardly looks up and looks back at Viz, and he put on he's hiding it from Viz awkward smile. Yeah, of course. And then looks back at Cecilia uh-oh.
I think Cecilia just smiles very awkwardly.
They're both smiling awkwardly at each other, looking down at Viz.
Great, everyone's having a great time. Let's go.
And they walk with him.
All right, so you guys are going to the Golden Herald Sarnia branch office?
Yeah, so I could see what the paper said about what I wrote down for the event that started this campaign. I want to see what my article actually says in their paper.
Okay. Can you just send me a quick reminder of which article that was? Just because I have a list here for comparison, and I don't remember which one you're talking about.
Oh no, it was the whole bit was we wanted to go see what Viz sent in because he did the first-hand account of the assassination attempt at the party, and then we wanted to see if Auntie Nithine was mentioned at all during it, because Viz wrote everything over like on a boat, on the airboat.
Right. And did you use the
And,
word
like,
Antinothene verbatim?
I think Viz would have, yeah. Yeah, Viz would have, because he won't tell the truth.
Okay. So, you head over. So, as you walk down the streets of Sarnia, the Golden Herald building here is much smaller than the one in Westover. While the one in Westover is a massive office, this one is kind of a narrow 2-story sandstone structure tucked between, like, what looks to be a spice merchant and a glassmaker shop, not too far from the actual market area. The sign above the door has a faded gold sunburst with the words "The Golden Herald." It's kind of painted in like cracked white letters. The place is well kept. It's just like not as fancy as the ones you've seen around. As you kind of like, you know, peek past and inside, the front room smells like of ink. There's paper. There's dust. There are desks kind of piled high with like parchment drafts, half-drained coffee cups, stacks of like wood block plates waiting for use. In the back corner, you can see that there's a small enchanted press, which is like the contraptions that they use in the one in Westover as well. But in Westover, while they have 11 or 12, here they only have 1. It's kind of like spitting out newsletters currently. You can hear the sound of it, a very familiar sound to you. Although it's weird for you, Viz, hearing only one sound of it moving rather than like 4 or 5 ones going over and over and over. And you get the sense that the office is more of like a relay hub than a powerhouse. They reprint editorials and reports. They occasionally will sneak in like a local angle if they're feeling bold and inclined to. But as you kind of walk in, you see a gold scale kobold, with like kind of ink smudged around the muzzle, kind of sitting on the desk. She's chewing on the end of a quill, and she kind of like seems frazzled, or maybe that's just her constant tone of voice. Glasses kind of hanging off of like a chain that are around her like neck, and she seems to be wearing like a printed up tunic and a pair of like well-tailored pants. As you kind of walk in, she goes, yes, what can I do for you? Very busy, as we know.
Yes, could I have the newspaper of reporting on the assassination attempt earlier, however many months ago?
1.5.
What, like about a month and a half ago?
I'm very sorry, sir, but we don't allow common folk to go into the back of the house and look for previous editorials.
Oh, sorry about that. Viz will ruffle through his pockets and pull out his ID, his badge.
His badge. You pull out your reporter badge. She looks at it and her eyes widen. She goes, oh, so sorry, Mr. Voidwalker. My apologies. What can I get for you? Coffee, tea? Would you like something to drink? You, of course, you have full reign of this office anytime. Would you like? Are you here to see Mr. Leverd?
Well, actually, honestly, I was just looking for that paper. But if I'm fine other than that. But if Mr. Leverd wants to meet me, I guess that's okay. And he'll turn to Rhett and Cecilia. Is that okay with you?
Rhett will like shrug and like nod.
Yeah, Cecilia will also just kind of shrug, like, your choice.
Rhett's like just looking around mostly.
You see all kinds of framed newspapers on the wall, and you see that the ones that are framed are usually pieces that have been featuring an individual named Karis Leverd, which Viz, you know, is one of the reporters from abroad. Likely was later promoted to being head reporter into a specific district, in this case likely Sarnia. You know that while Westover has a series of reporters that are specific to the Westover branch, they do like to localize a little bit and have local like newspapers reporting on important local business in the places that they're sending the paper. So this is likely this gentleman's work.
So I'm...
Of the ones that are framed up, are there any like newspapers that like stick out?
Yeah, for sure. There is a paper of the day that Princess Mahon was born that dates back 19 years ago. And there is a paper, a very, very, like, inside scoop with the king of Sarnia, specifically about the policy changes that he was making in town over the unification of Dragonborn and Kobold cultures. There is a report from a explosion on the Day of Sorrow a couple years back in the manufacturing district of Sarnia that killed many people. Just like a pile that kind of like popped through from the last couple of years, but nothing recent in like the last year.
He's moved to editor. That's my guess. Were those all written by the same guy?
They were. So either he's switched positions or isn't writing as much anymore, or he's desperate for a scoop to get him back on the map.
Could I... sorry, Ratchet, do you have any more questions?
No, you
Perfect. Could I cast Detect Thoughts and just read surface thoughts of people around?
go.
Hello?
You read thoughts and it just goes.
I thought that was on my end.
No,
Did you
it's Shelby.
say- Did you say you cast Detect Thoughts?
Could I cast Detect Thoughts?
On who?
It's like,
a range kind of thing.
isn't it a range?
Yeah, sure. Are you just catching surface thoughts?
Yeah, so, yes, I'm just focusing on surface thoughts.
What's the range? 30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay. So you get the thoughts of the secretary, who is, and that she's kind of going, who are these people with Mr. Voidwalker? What is Mr. Voidwalker doing here? And then as you kind of move back, you hear the thoughts of somebody who's kind of frantic going, oh, I smudged the headline again. Again! Why do I keep smudging the headline? And then you hear farther back, there is an individual who's going, puff piece, puff piece. Ugh, nothing happens in this city anymore. So you can detect 3 thoughts.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep it up. I think it lasts like 10 minutes. Up to a minute. Okay, so while I'm in it, I'm just gonna take a little wrap around the room and see if I can hear anything else.
Okay. The secretary kind of looks back at you, Viz, and goes, so, you have free reign of the office, of course, but if you'd like me to get, Mr. Lavard, I'm happy to do so.
Whatever's the easiest way to get, like, an access to previously published papers.
Right, well, if you know the particular one, I'm sure Mr. Leonard knows the way. Let me get him for you. And she kind of stands up and begins to move to the back room, and you hear, knocking on a door, and a gruff voice kind of go,
Oh my
what?
god. That scared me.
Knocking?
Yeah, that scared me. I was like, that was real.
That scared me too. I went to look at my door and I'm like, there's no one supposed to be here.
You hear an individual kind of open the door and go, yes, and then some whispers, and then he goes, right, I'll be right out, and then the door closes. It reopens a second later, and you see a half-elf. He is kind of in a crumpled linen shirt, rolled up sleeves. He's kind of chain smoking this thin desert cigarette that kind of hangs from his lips. He has ink stains on the cuffs of his shirt. He has like kind of like a he's a man with a mullet and a mustache, but there is a it's very thin. He's half elven. It's very difficult for half elves to fully grow mustaches, so you get the sense that this is the best he could get. It's kind of like really thin and well groomed, and then he has shaves on the side of his head that kind of curl back. He looks to probably be like in his like early 40s, so for a half elf maybe in his 50s. as he kind of steps out and goes, Mr. Voidwalker, it's a pleasure to meet you. I haven't been out to Westover recently and seen your work myself, but fantastic pieces you've been doing, fantastic. And he extends his hand for you to shake.
Viz will extend out his hand. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I was coming through here on a little piece I've been writing, and I was wondering if I could take a look at. I haven't had access to the archives of some of the stuff that has been written. I wanted to see if you had access to a particular thing that see if I maybe had written it. It was about the assassination and assassination attempts a month or two back.
Ah, yes, I believe that was this year's 4th day edition. Let me take a look for you. I think I know the one you're talking about. Can I get you anything? Would you like to come to the back rooms? Coffee, tea?
If my two friends here could come with, that'd be great.
Of course. Always welcome to greet Mr. Voidwalker and his compatriots. I am Mr. Karas Lavard, but you can call me Karas. And he extends his
Call
hand
him
for
what?
the
You
two
cut
of them
out
to
on my
shake.
end.
Karas.
Chorus?
Karas.
Karas.
Carrus.
Okay.
And he-
Cecilia will go shake his hand. Question.
Yes.
Does he have a wedding ring?
He does not.
Wow!
Good to know.
So crazy. Okay.
Good to know.
We'll shake his hand like a normal person with normal thoughts.
All right. Anyway, he leads you to the back room, and you see that in this room, it's clearly a records bin. It has every paper that has ever been published of the Golden Herald for the last 50 years. Viz, you easily see your eyes pin and locate to the first paper you ever wrote, and what filing cabinet that would be under. You can see your article kind of poking out, and you can see all of the ones you've done since. In this room, there's also like more framed reports of some of the bigger stuff that's been done over the last few years. This is exactly the kind of storage room you're looking for. As Mr. Lavard walks you through, he goes, "So, Mr. Voidwalker, are you here for a report? Is there anything that the office here can help you with? We have lots of contacts within the city. We'd be happy to assist, and perhaps we could co-author something if that's what you were looking for."
Oh, well, I've been just kind of writing whatever we've kind of come across recently in our travels, and I'll just kind of send it into headquarters occasionally. I didn't write anything about this Lovers Festival or anything, but it would be good to know some contacts here that I could possibly talk to before we leave to see if I could get some more information.
Absolutely. Are you looking into industrial? Could you make a persuasion check for me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 22.
Amazing. Now can you just follow up with an insight check, please?
Sorry, what?
An insight check, please.
Okay. It's 13 plus 6. 19.
19. You can tell that he's a little disappointed you're not here working on something really, really intense, or at the very least you're not giving away that you're working on a big article here. But you can see that he's still a little starstruck by you and happy to help. And he goes, "I could write you a list of contacts, no problem. We have quite a few here. If you're looking for industrial, we could get you someone at the docks. If you're looking for a marketeers at the bazaar, we have a few here and there. I have contacts within the palace if you'd be looking for someone in particular there. Whatever you need."
He'll look to Rhett and Cecilia. He's like, "What do you think would be best for our current situation?"
Put a a loaded question. I honestly don't know.
Like what? Sorry, I might have missed it. What exactly are we looking for?
This is to see if they printed the thing about the anti-nithing that Viz wrote about, and like everyone's
Yeah.
like, and like the woman with the was it the bear mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bear mask, yeah. If there's anything else we're looking for, basically.
Like that these contexts would be for?
It'd just be good for later, and like see if like
Oh.
if it could help with maybe something around like with what's going on with Ayla.
I mean, maybe we are going to the palace in a couple days. Maybe just like give us a name and we could maybe chat with them while we're there. They might have some like information.
Okay, yeah.
It's up to you though.
Yeah, if there's anybody in the palace that would be good to help get some information.
Of course, I have a employee at the palace who's been working there for well over 50 years now. And he writes down a name and hands it to you, as well as a contact on where you can find them. I will drop it below, but it is Riley Fieldfar, and they are usually located at Rose Thorns Avenue. It's 56 Rose Thorns Avenue, or sorry, 23 Rose Thorns Avenue.
Okay.
In that case, then.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Happy to help. If you're working on anything in the city and you need anything at all, please just let me know. I'd be happy to help. But I'll leave you to the records. I know you came here for that specifically, so. And he kind of like gives you a little nod and goes, I'll be outside. And then kind of steps out.
All right. Let's start looking, I guess.
Yeah. I guess we'll go back to. I mean, Cecilia would remember vaguely when it was written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much time at all
I
because
think
you
it-
search
Really?
for the specific dates. You look for Viz's name, and then Viz, you do eventually find the article. No checks needed at all for this. Everything you have written is exactly the same, but there is no mention of antinethine anywhere in your article. Anywhere antinethine is mentioned, it is simply swapped for poison.
Oh.
What about the bear mask thing is still the same?
Identical.
Okay.
So it's just the anti-nip.
You realize without make a this would be an insight check if you were reading this article as a casual observer.
That is 21.
Without the mention of antinethine, it simply looks like your average assassination attempt that unfortunately went well. Individual in a Baronask who's undescribed other than that. Poison used to take out the targets that seem to have their bodies seize up. No mention of magic being ineffective. And simply just a mention of it was too late to save them. Which is how you wrote it originally, because you didn't know a whole lot at the time. But without the mention of antinethine, it does seem like a fairly average assassination attempt.
Okay.
Who?
Well, at least they published it.
Yeah. Viz, who would have had the power to change it?
I mean, maybe Georgie Thundergrip, my boss, but Yezra, the head, maybe Nigel, the CFO. Those are the ones that come to my head.
I guess also the question would be what the intentions of not including it.
I mean, there is the simple idea that they just don't know what it is, but also...
Or also they were asked to remove it.
Because they changed what was going on at the observation area too. So
Yeah. Do we have a bit more time here? Or would you like to go to the temple? I just have one quick question.
if you want to look for something, you can.
Yes, I would like to look for any records in relation to Ayla. I want to see if she's been in the paper.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
23.
23. There is only one other mention of Ayla in the paper besides the one that you saw, announcing the possible reps who could take over in the Tome of Silver and take the seat in the Tome of Silver. The only other mention of Ayla is in passing. It is of a young woman with no remarkable background who was accepted on scholarship into the Brass Wretch due to hard work, diligence, and very, very, very promising ability.
Unremarkable background is crazy.
Okay. That was all I had. And I'll share that, obviously, with Vision and Red.
Okay. Can I take a gander and look at papers and see if there's any traces of like mentioning of the drip or anything?
Oh,
you're
almost
gonna see a
every
lot.
article is about the drip. The drip is
Okay.
so much of a profound topic of conversation that it would be physically impossible. You'd be here for hours, sourcing every single article.
So it's like
about it.
basically every like literally he'll pick one up and it's like probably 9 to 10 it's literally just about to drip.
Especially if it's written by George Heath Undergrip.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's fair.
He
I just didn't know if there was
Viz
any
could
like,
attest.
specific one.
Georgie Thundergrip has a profound fascination for the drip and the elusive spider dame.
Yeah. I was more so thinking of like in this kind of thing, but no, I get what you.
It would be very difficult to source every single article made
Yeah.
by the drip.
Mhm.
You could do so,
fair.
but you would have to be here all night.
What about Did like are they like dated like on like how like in like years and stuff, or is it like
Yeah.
dated like just in old?
It's dated. All of the articles are like put in chronological order. So you have the article from the 1st of Julio
Is there?
as the most recent, and then it goes back 50 years.
Is there any articles that stand out like when if he like was able to like cruise like the 10-year mark of from today?
The 10-year mark? You'd have to be more specific on what you're looking for.
I think that he'd be looking for any articles around like the 10-year mark of like when like he met Aurora, like if there was any article that maybe they just didn't know. Or also maybe like his like past like with his family.
Sure, make an investigation check.
But yeah, it's a combo of that, like around that period of time.
Can Cecilia give him help action?
Sure.
Thank you. Rhett looks at you awkwardly, just like, oh.
We share another awkward smile.
Yeah. And that's just advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 24.
A 24.
I rolled an 18.
You don't find
plus
anything
6.
about what happened in your previous city. What you do find is a massive meteor that was flying across the sky around the time Aurora landed. And the location that the meteor was flying matches up to around where you found Aurora. And it is recorded as the largest meteor to hit Gildmoor to date.
Okay. And that was kind of around where we found her, so there was no other things that they made note of? Other than that, it was just the largest?
Nothing in particular. They note its unusual flight pattern. They note the fact that it was significantly brighter than the average meteor. But it was not really found. So they don't really know where exactly it landed.
Oh, they never found it, but they knew it landed. Okay.
At the time the article was written, nobody had found the meteor.
Can I look for an article that might say they found it?
Sure. That would be another investigation check.
Brett's pulling out his glasses.
Can I give help action again?
I love that you're just, like, you hasn't even asked Rhett, hey, what are you looking at? It's just, like, just helping.
I assume I'm just like, what are you looking for?
You know, it'd be really funny if you're just reading his thoughts, looking at and you just help him because of that.
That only lasts a minute.
Oh, John. That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
But Cecilia's good at record keeping.
Nice. That would be a math. A 22.
22. You find an article later on. This article specifically talks about how the fact that they were never able to locate a meteor that had hit the ground. Oddly, what they were able to find was scattering of metal and equipment. The reporter gives an indication that the scattering of metal and equipment indicates that either the meteorite was already snatched up, likely in the attempt to look for Nifty that might have been trapped inside it, or someone had attempted to recover the meteor and something horrible had happened to them. And all of the metal was a indication of that. But it's considered a mystery. Because the impact in which a meteor existed was there, but there was no meteor to be found. Instead, it was a scattering of metal and debris.
Okay, so it was just gone. So someone nabbed it.
They never found a meteor.
Is it? Did Aurora come out of a meteor? Or was Aurora the meteor?
From what I remember, what did Aurora tell me? She didn't remember anything, but she just I can't remember the specific. Sure. Although you're writing.
Okay. Well, I guess if it's okay that I unmute myself. I just remember, like, from when we had the bounty memory flashback thing, that Aurora dove headfirst into an escape pod. And I think Aurora's memories that she had, like, in fleeting, were about an escape pod.
So, is the metal the escape pod?
Most likely.
Just a shattered escape pod.
We didn't necessarily find her right there. She had stumbled to us.
It's possible then that, yeah, the wreckage was just the ruined escape pod. And they never found the meteor because it was Aurora.
Yeah.
That is all the information you find on that particular meteor.
Okay.
Evan, are you back?
He is not.
Okay.
We will cut from here for now. Because I don't think there's anything else Evan was looking for there. What is everyone else doing? My dog just ripped ass next to me. Are you serious, Sarah?
That's funny.
I
Oh
always,
my
love,
God.
I always love that transition. It happens literally every.
Wow.
It's like he can
Yeah.
tell.
It's like we have the break period, then we have the Silas ripped ones period.
Sorry about that. All right, I'm back.
All good.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. They were looking
Oh,
for
we were
articles
just-
about Aurora and the meteor, and they think they found a few.
Oh.
But I'm just wondering if the three of you
Oh.
have anything else you'd like to do in this Golden Herald office.
Is
I-
everything needed this?
I mean, I think so, unless it's something that you guys want to look up.
No, that was about it. I was just looking around that period of curiosity.
Okay, I mean, yeah, if that's it, then I'm all good. And we can let the group know the only thing they're hiding is the anti-knitting stuff.
Was there anywhere else you wanted to go?
Well, the temple, yeah. Unless you guys want to go somewhere.
We can go to the temple. Which one?
Oh, the one for the Lady of Luck, if they have one here.
Yeah, we can pick up a city map or something and see if there's one.
Yeah.
Or we go to the door and I knock on the door. I'm like, okay, we're done.
The head journalist goes, wonderful, wonderful. You're welcome back anytime, of course. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I don't. I think that's it. Thank you for letting us come here and look through. We got what we needed.
Of course. Hope you're in town for a little while longer. Perhaps we could grab lunch or something one day and just chat about what's been going on at the head office. And I've been so out of touch since I've moved out here, so would love to get to know you a little bit more while you're in town.
Yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna be here. From what I understand, one of my friends is getting something made, and that's gonna take like 6 days. So I'll probably be in town for 6 days. Hopefully.
Fantastic. I'll write a letter out to you. We can plan something soon. Maybe tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I mean, if there's no, of course we're going. We're going to go talk to we're waiting for a special meeting. If you catch my drift. Crazy.
Right.
Wolf, that's crazy.
I think this is networking.
On what?
Something even more nefarious. I think this is networking.
That's what I was going to say, kind of relating to networking and suitor number 3. I wanted to vibe check him as they were talking.
Would you like to vibe check him?
May I? I would like to vibe check him.
Go ahead.
Okay. That room was removed.
I thought he didn't. I thought he didn't have a ring.
No, he doesn't have a ring. That's the... That is an 18 total.
He is hardcore networking.
Okay. That's the only vibes I'm getting is just networking vibes.
Yeah.
This
it's networking.
man is bored at work. This man
He needs
is
something
so
to do.
bored at work.
That's so much. Everybody hates that. That's funny.
Everybody loves Viz. Everybody hates Nev.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
Okay. I was just checking. I was just very, very curious. Okay.
Yeah, Viz will shake his hands like, "Oh yeah, I mean, we'll see if I don't got any. I'll yeah. If you just send me a letter to what hotel we're staying at,
Yes, sir. Sounds like a
and then
plan.
I'll send. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming by. We love having people from the big city.
Oh, thank you for letting us look at the archives and being such great hosts. You know.
Happy to help. Happy to help. I'll have my secretary send you a note.
All right. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right.
And then
You head
Viz
out.
will shuffle out of there. Yeah.
Waddle.
He goes, hey, was he like asking me on a date? What was that?
That's
No.
crazy.
You're gonna ask that, and Cecilia's just gonna go,
No.
Okay.
no, he wasn't.
Okay, thank God. Thank God.
That was a pure work thing. I know the festival got to you a little, but don't worry.
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk
I
about that.
mean,
I mean, he
think-
wasn't married.
How do you know he
Raisins-
wasn't married?
Raisins
Ring.
and eyebrows to Cecilia? Why were you looking for a ring?
I always look for a ring.
What?
It's good to know about a person.
So what? So what if he was wearing a ring but he wasn't married?
Why would you wear a ring on that finger if you weren't married? Does it look like a wedding ring?
I don't know. It could be trying out.
Is
some
Wi-
fashion.
is Viz wearing a wedding ring?
That'd be crazy.
Is he wearing a ring?
He is. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any magic items that are rings, so no, I don't think he's wearing.
Because you've got your hand, the robot hand, and then you've got the gloves.
The
on the other.
gloves.
Like you had like finger gloves.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Remember some things of character designs, man.
No, he's not wearing a ring, but he can. Anyways.
So that's crazy. So what would have happened if he was wearing a ring?
Yeah. What if he? Yeah.
Then we would have known he was married.
So that's just a thing you look in general.
What if he lost his ring and he is married?
Yeah. Think of all these scenarios, Cecilia.
All I said is that he probably wasn't married.
Rhett's getting a kick out of this.
I'm gonna insight Cecilia. What's up with this ring bit? What's up with this ring bit? I'm gonna insight.
I'll join you on that actually.
18 plus 6.
I got a 1.
Oh.
Well, it's good because I got a 10 total.
Cecilia's not proud of being attractive to the men with the mullet and the mustache. But she was, and it's deeply unfortunate.
She was, and it's deeply unfortunate.
Viz
Oh,
goes,
darling.
oh!
Oh, darling.
Where are we going?
We're going to the temple. We're going to Lady of Luck.
We're walking and talking. We're walking and talking, Cecilia.
Cecilia's
Anyway,
gonna walk 10 feet ahead.
what was it? He's gonna walk faster. What was your thing about him?
Cecilia is gonna put her hands over her ears and say, I'm not listening to you.
Rhett's got the shittiest eating grin.
While you guys
And
are
then they
walking to the temple, we will cut back to somebody else. We'll cut back to the temple after. But is there anything anyone else would like to do right now?
Nev's still just waiting for her late night meeting with her drug dealer.
Alright.
A question. While she's waiting for her late night meeting with the dude, is Nev just like chilling in the inn or like?
She's tinkering out of anger and spite and depression.
Okay. In that case, Glorb is probably also chilling in the inn, just kind of like, not like obviously watching Nev, but just kind of existing in the same general area so that Nev can't leave without being noticed.
It's okay, I don't think Nev even knows that you're looking at her because, well,
No.
what's her, perception? Bad.
Nev doesn't even realize
And
that she got child leashed.
She doesn't! She doesn't realize that she's on house arrest right now.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah, it's-
if everybody managed to get like a leash on her and she hasn't realized
Wait.
that.
Mirabelle snuck the toddler leash on her.
Yeah, and gave it to
Jeez.
Glorb.
We
And, like, gave it to Glorb, and Mirabelle was like, "This is yours now."
We don't
That's
need a
accurate.
We don't need a child leash. My passive perception is 19. So anyway,
Yeah.
I'm probably just spending the day like hanging out, fucking around with my leather working kit and like practicing some stuff with that and like hanging out in the inn.
Oh, it's
You're
parallel
on
play.
babysitting duty. Yep.
Okay. So nothing else then? Otherwise, we're just gonna cut right back to the Lady of Luck Temple.
Unless you guys wanted to do like a time skip and just do the deal.
Yeah.
I might have a small thing.
Okay.
So Mirabelle's probably just like hanging out too, just because she's got nothing else to really do right now. But at some point, once she confirms that Glorb is around, because she probably looked for her earlier and then found, oh, Glorb is not here. Oh well, I'll catch her later then. But at some point, she might poke her head in to see Glorb kind of, quote unquote, babysitting Nev. Glorb?
Yes.
Could I potentially talk with you about something for a moment?
Yes. She kind of looks at Nev like, can this conversation happen here, or should we like?
Are you asking me or Nev that?
Yeah, kind of trying to imply through gesture, like, is this a conversation that we need to go into the other room for, or like we have an audience?
I mean, it's not anything I'm particularly trying to hide. I wouldn't be surprised if that one cracks a laugh at it, though. And she just kind of motions with her head over towards Nev.
We can speak in the other room.
Nev is engrossed in whatever the fuck she's doing. But I think as soon as she realizes that Glorb leaves the room, Nev's gonna sneak.
I mean, I will say that Aurora has come back, so
She's not sneaking out. She's going to live, but she is going to.
She's going to live.
I'm going to live. Damn it!
The tripwire goes off. Nev gets flown to the back of the room.
Is there a vent I can crawl into?
Oh
my lord.
My god!
To like
Look, if I'm gonna eavesdrop, I'm not gonna leave. I just want to get into the vent so I can eavesdrop the correct way.
Well, you could just
And
jump out
then
the, you could
everyone
just-
blasts the AC unit.
You can
Such
fly, so
sus
you can
behavior,
just jump
Nev.
out the window and like listen from it inside the window.
That is true. I could do
Don't
that.
listen. Don't listen to that suggestion because that brings you outside. Don't listen to the DM. She's like the
That
moment.
is true.
The moment she gets outside, that's what Shex is doing, rubbing her hands.
Well, you
Stop
could
revealing
turn
my
invisible and then
secrets.
go out the window.
But that
You
invisibility
give
could
me
be
bad
countered.
ideas.
Her invisibility could be countered.
I think I'll just wait in the hallway, and like if they're going to another little room, I'll just like wait basically on the other side of the door.
Yeah,
like,
they're
I'm gonna
probably
open
just
the door like a normal person.
Yeah, they're probably just heading into the room right next door, the other room that we have for all of us.
Yeah.
And I put my massive little fairy ear up to the door and I listen.
Can I add something, please? Then I promise I'll shut up so Mirabelle can do her thing. Aurora picks that exact moment to come back to the room and sees Nev pressing her ear to the door. But she doesn't say a word.
She just watches her.
Yeah.
Aurora
she
also
just
presses the door to the door.
She just does the mom thing where she like just stands there, like crosses arms, but then like her ear then kind of like starts to like twitch and point towards the door like she wants to listen to.
And Nev does not realize like Aurora's like looming over, listening.
Yeah,
And
she's
like
got this like
crouched down and small, listening on the door.
yeah. She's got this big lady looming over her.
She's about to
Anyways,
get the
shut
biggest jump scare of her life in a bit. All right,
Yes.
continue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway,
Right.
what did you want to ask?
You see Mirabelle look maybe a little more nervous than you've probably ever seen her. Right. So, first off, I apologize. I do not mean any offense by asking this. But, you're good with animals as a druid, correct?
Yes.
Alright, would by chance be possible for you to maybe help me convince a bird to take a gift to someone?
If it's not heavy, then yes.
I wouldn't think this is heavy considering it's wearable. Mirabelle's then gonna reach into her little into her little like her bag basically, and she's gonna pull out a pair of God, I gotta check back through my messages with Shex now about it to remember what it was. Right. She pulls out a pair of little bracelets. One with a sun design, one with a moon design on it. And the one with the sun design has a little folded up note kind of tied to the charm on the bracelet. I wouldn't suppose this is too heavy for a bird to carry, would it?
That should be fine. The, just one bracelet and the letter, or both bracelets?
Just the bracelet and the letter attached to it. They're kind of a matching set, and I want to make sure one gets to a certain someone, so she maybe knows I'm still thinking about her. If it were possible to see, because, you know, of her red skin, Mirabelle is blushing as she says this. This is probably the most nervous you have ever seen Mirabelle in the short time you've known her.
If it's any
her cheeks are probably turning purple. Thank you, Swole.
If it's any consolation, it is Glorb doesn't. Well, actually, Glorb seems maybe slightly more awkward and uncomfortable than usual, but it's fine. There will be seagulls on the beach that we can ask.
In the midst of this, you hear, "Ah, fuck, Aurora, what the fuck?"
Then you see a very deadpanned. Why are you standing at the door?
Why are you standing right behind me, you fucking freak?
I was going to go into
Damn.
my room.
And
Why are you?
Nev, you hear a little pop, like a little pat as like Nev like stomps off. And you're like the door slam behind her.
Glorb will
Oh my
open
God.
the door.
Like a grounded teenager.
Oh, you see Aurora just looking hella. Says, pardon me. Didn't mean to interrupt anything. Nev was standing in front of the door for some reason. I assume she was listening into whatever the two of you were discussing. I will not ask, but that's what happened.
You just hear the whirring of like a drill, like hammering again.
And now she's even more upset.
Can you? You go for it.
She was probably looking for a laugh at my expense, like I figured she would. I'm not surprised. Hopefully it
Can
lifts her
you-
spirits.
Can you keep an eye on Nev? We need to find a bird.
Aurora blinks her one eye. I can certainly do that.
I thought Aurora was gonna say again.
Yeah, she's just like.
I don't know if the rest of y'all know about the first round of bird.
Yeah,
I
no,
that
we
you're
don't.
saying,
I don't
keep
know
an
if
eye
we
on Nev. We need to find a bird. Is so insane. It's
You keep
so
cutting out.
crazy.
You're
was
cutting
it?
out.
Oh. Keep an eye on Nev. We need to find a bird. Is such a silly.
Writing it
sentence.
down. Don't worry.
Yeah, I will say, okay, I'm gonna retract that. Aurora kind of blinks for a moment, frowns, and goes, there are many questions I have with that statement, but I will just simply say, all right, I will keep an eye on the... She pauses for a moment and says, I will keep an eye on Nev.
I think all you need to know is that we basically need a carrier pigeon, or carrier seagull, I guess, in this situation.
That raises
Alright
even
with
more
that.
questions, but all right.
We should stop at the tavern and ask for crackers on the way out.
I'm not
And
even going
Glorm's
to
gonna-
ask.
Glorm's gonna start heading out.
Aurora-
Mirabel's going to follow. Is like, they're fond of crackers, I presume.
The yes.
Meanwhile,
We just say
Aurora
poor,
opens.
confused Aurora.
She's always confused. Aurora opens the door to whatever chaos Nev is currently concocting. And
It's you never know what it is. Whenever you just see scraps of metal and like very
wait,
like
didn't Nev and Viz weren't they sleeping on like a bunk bed or something?
Yeah, they got a bunk bed thing going on.
yeah the entire top half, like she has put like she's kind of
Something you've done
pinned
like a
sheet.
tent. Yes, you've done
Yes, she has pinned a sheet to like the ceiling to kind of create like her own little cove. And you just hear like metal scraping upon metal and like the jangling of like nails, like, you know, just being strewn about. It's just like
I think the
The
only thing
most-
we can
the
confirm
most
about-
chaotic sounds you could ever imagine coming out of like a garage.
I feel like the only thing we know for sure about anything Nev makes is it'll somehow turn into either a gun or a bomb.
Yeah.
Aurora's just going to like stand at a whatever safe of a distance is that she can, and just go, enjoying yourself.
You just hear her grumbling. You can't make out any actual words.
Aurora's just gonna stand there quietly for a minute and then just probably yeah, she's gone full mom mode. Aurora's going to just like just stand there for a moment, arms crossed, then kind of look around, find a chair, and then just sit on it and probably like just sit and chill. I almost said grab a book, but that's a loaded thing to say because there's curse books probably all over the place. So no, thank you. Yeah, Aurora's just gone into babysitter mode.
All right. In that case, then, in the interim, we will jump back to the casino. Yo, when I'm tired, I am the boss of giving shit away before you guys even do it, eh?
Yeah,
I was gonna be
about
like,
to
we
say,
were going to a temple.
Yeah, what the? I was like, what the fuck
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
talking
like,
about?
what?
That makes a lot of sense going into it. But
What?
So, Viz, you get directions for the temple to the Lady of Luck. Everybody kind of stares at you for a second and then just points at the bazaar. So you go, okay, and you start heading in that direction down through the market
Stares
space.
at him. Oh god.
Just a little bit of confusion. Eventually, you start to see why you were getting funny looks. Because the temple stands right in the center of the market, nestled among bright awnings and food vendors, and unlike austere desert shrines or temples to other gods, this one gleams with brass and polished sandstone. It has a dome tile and shimmering gold and jade mosaics that are shaped like coins tumbling through the air. There are strings of bells and colorful ribbons fluttering across the entrance that chatter kind of pleasantly as people enter and exit. And above the doorway hangs a huge gold sigil drawn from wood and painted so well it looks like real metal. And it's polished, the sun is reflecting off it in a dazzling gleam. And you know without a doubt that this must be the temple to the Lady of Luck. But when you step inside, instead of feeling like a temple, it feels a little more like a bustling gaming hall. You see prayer tables that are doubled as gambling tables. There's dice, cards, coin flip tokens strewn about. You see offerings to the lady are always coins draped in these great bronze bowls at the feet of her idol, which is this huge laughing halfling woman holding a coin between two fingers as though she's about to flip it. You see ceiling lanterns that sway gently that are painted with moons and stars. There's a feeling of chance and fortune that kind of comes across everybody who enters. And instead of pews in this temple, there are low cushions and benches where you see people socializing, storytelling, risk-taking. Walking back and forth, you see people who are kind of checking in, saying hello, and you realize that these are priests. But instead of encouraging people to come and pray, they're encouraging them to test their luck in games of chance. Dice, even lottery pulls, all of these different cards games. And you see that a portion of the winnings as they get swiped away from one bettor's pull always fall into that brass bowl at the foot of the Lady of Luck's temple. You see a priest kind of nod their head and go, well, that's the lady's cut. We know how it goes. As you walk in and you kind of stand there for a second, you see this halfling. She's middle-aged. She's got a red silk scarf, dozens of gold bangles that jingle as she gestures over to you guys. You see that there's a coin in her hand. Long, tumbling raven hair. She kind of walks over and goes, hello, hello. Welcome to the Ladies' Embrace. How can I help you?
Hi. Yeah, I was looking to try to talk to her.
Oh, the lady. Well, the best way to talk to her is to commune. Can I get you guys a table set up?
You sure?
We just fucking gamble the rest of the day.
And as you guys take in the sights of the Ladies' Embrace, we're gonna call this session here tonight. And you guys can decide how you want to play the gambling games next time. And how you want to
Do they have trivia?
The lady. Do they have
Do
trivia?
they have trivia?
Or
That's
any
the
sort
only
of
game
memory
Cecilia
game.
would be good at.
Is that an Allie question or is that a Cecilia question? 'Cause
That
I
is
can't
both.
tell.
That is both. That is the only game
I feel
Cecilia
like
is good at.
Cecilia
Well,
would be
could
crazy
Cecilia
good
count
at blackjack.
cards? Yeah, she can count cards.
No, false. That's because Allison doesn't know how blackjack works.
No, false.
No,
It's so
false.
funny.
No, false.
Oh my
I love
god.
how you said that, Allie. You're just like, no, comma, false.
Anyway, we'll pick this up
Rapid
next
typing
time.
now.
Rapid typing.
Also, I do need to show y'all the DM that I just sent Stella because after hearing where'd it go?
Hang on.
There it
Let
is.
me close up the recording, but good game, guys.
Okay.